Disclaimer: I do not own the clips or music shown. These are used for review and entertainment purposes. Thank you.
You don't need a man who dresses in a spider outfit.
I'm gonna find you, Fisk. And when I do, I'm gonna carve your face on the back of the Declaration.
Hello there, see? It is I, Noir, have you around. Now, as you can all can see, we're going to continue the Sonyverse, Noir style. We're going to have Morbius, Noir Edition, Madam Web, Noir Edition, and Rocket Racer, both black and white and in color. Now, Jared Leto, come right on out. Ew. Yeah. Yeah. Man, shut up. Oh. Well. Greetings, fellas. It's me, Camden, Noir. On Camden, Noir. Or Stations Camden, you also like to call it. Now, let us begin. Spider-Man Noir originated in 2009, created by David Hine and Kyra Sapolsky. A story that originally followed an alternate version of Peter Parker, who was hunting the Goblin and his goons. Can you even say that anymore? After his uncle Ben died. And you are very familiar with Spider-Man Noir. Of course, his appearance in the video game Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. And voiced by Christopher Daniel Barnes, fun fact. And an Ultimate Spider-Man. Also, his appearance in Superhero Squad Online. And Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, played by and now there's a series that recently just came out titled Spider-Noir, starring Nicolas Cage. He continues his quest to play literally every single superhero ever. And as we see, both two different versions, black and white and in color version. They both have their own styles. You can watch it either way you want on Amazon Prime, which Amazon Prime continues its quest to have every superhero show on there ever. The series came out and there's been very positive feedback from it. What do I think of it? Let's jump right in, shall we? And it's kind of funny that Sony could have been doing stuff like this the entire time instead of, you know. Is a rat still down? Okay, good. Anyways, see, the show begins.
Look at this
Begins with a narration from our main character, talking about him being both an ordinary man and an extraordinary man, and talks about the loss of his loved one, his old dead girlfriend. No, get that out of here. That one, there it is, Ruby. And he talks about he learned a lesson. The quote. You know the quote. You already know the quote. Being very sad about it. He's like, man, I don't want to be the Spider no more. I can't do it. I'm done. I can't do it. I miss Ruby. I can't do it. Not anymore. No, I'm done. You know, typically, like our Spider-Men, they feel self-doubt. At times they feel like they want to give up. But it's not really our average Peter Parker. Now, the Peter Parker you're used to is a teenager or a 20-something, always being angsty, worrying about paying bills and stuff, in a good old red and blue costume. He just starts yelling about it, talking about how he wants to give up. This Spider does it, but he drinks sometimes as well. Throughout most of the show, he puts on a different name. Ben Reilly. But he's not a clone. No. He just puts on that name, Ben Reilly. There's also another time Nick Cage played someone named Ben. And also some of the swinging scenes in this show is really, really well done. I really like it. It's so good. Look at it. It's awesome.
Someone once asked me what universe this was. A strange question that stuck with me all these years later. All I could say for sure was it.
Watching them both black and white or in color, like in either way, is pretty cool to see. And each version has their own little vibe to it. Black and white, it adds on to what this show is trying to do. It adds to the overall aura. Like, you just watch a singular scene, and you're just amazed by it in black and white. And originally, it was going to be nothing but in black and white, but Cage suggested that it should be in color to attract some of the younger. It looks kind of cool as well. It has its own little visual style. As well, it looks nice visually, either way. Then you have and he's not working at a newspaper, or a teacher, or he does not have his own company. He's a private investigator, along with the secretary, Janet. And Janet's a pretty fun character. They have nice interactions, and you know, she has a little bit of the typical types of characters you see in a secretary in a show or movie. Also, she has a heart as well, and she genuinely cares about Ben. And for the first time since 2007, we've seen him in live action. Yes, I can't believe it. That is crazy. Get on that, Marvel. Get on that. Do you see this video, Kevin? Do you see this video? Robbie Robertson, played by Jamar Morris. He's great in this show. The interaction between him and Ben is really fun to see. You know, it's different from our typical, you know, we're all used to Harry and Ned and stuff, but we need Robbie. I was working at Daily Bugle for most of the season, and no, J. Jonah Jameson does not appear. Sorry. No J.K. Simmons. No J.K. Simmons. Sorry. I'm very sorry about that, man. Oh, that whippersnapper! The spider! Hit it again! Oh, why I yada! And, of course, it's taking place in the Great Depression times. You know, in the 30s. They're not acting like the 30s was some perfect time. They're acting like, oh man, I wish I could go back to the 30s. Oh, I love the aesthetic and everything. No, son. This is not like the 80s or the 90s where you feel super nice and nostalgic about it. Segregation existed, and it does acknowledge it. Cops are trying to beat up some of the superhuman bad guys, and Robbie was like, "Hey, it's not. Hey, I'm not one of them." And the cops just went, whatever, and then lifted their batons up before they started getting beat up again. Also, racist cops do get beat up a lot in this show, especially by the Spider.
Not so tough now, are you?
Ben and Janet, they all have chemistry, all have nice interactions with one another. You really feel it. You feel like they're actually been friends for a very long time. And then there's also this kid named Frankie that comes around to help him with his homework. He also gives him some inside information. He's like, "Hi there, I'm Frankie. Can I get what?" You know, imagine if Lee Jun-Lee as Cat Hardy. Yes, it is the person that you're thinking of. It's the first time you see the Black Cat in a live-action Spider-Man project. Does that one even count? Like, actually, does that even count? To me, how we see Morbius. And she has a little bit of some connections with the main villains of the story. You got some like Tombstone. You got the Sandman. And you also have Megawatt. Yeah, you know Megawatt. Yeah, Megawatt. Man, you remember him? He was an actor turned supervillain. And he ran into Spider-Man. You remember him? Come on, you remember this guy? Megawatt. Knowing Sony, I'm surprised it didn't make a solo movie about him. Real note, Megawatt is a very fun villain. He really is, and he's kind of weird, but also very charismatic, and he loves the theatrical arts. He kind of acts somewhat like a Burton Batman villain. Andrew Carwell, who played Megawatt in the show, he was Howard and Randy Cunningham. So, yeah. Silvermane. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, him. Good villain, a very good villain actually. Love the interaction between him and the Spider. Seems very nice. Some scenes where they talk to each other, and you know he's bad news. But just like the way they just talk to each other, it's just very interesting. They're like, yeah, we'll talk, even though we'll beat each other up. But you know. And seeing a Spider-Man fight against a mob boss reminds me that we still haven't seen Spider-Man fight the Kingpin in live action. These two exist in the same universe. Some people, and there's also some people that headcanon that these two are in the same universe. Movie Spider-Man fighting Kingpin and tie-in stuff, though. Story does feel a little bit like, you know, noir, little detective story, but also with a superhero twist. And again, the black and white style adds to that in that version. And even then, you still feel a little bit of that in the version in color as well. And underneath all of it, it still makes of a Spider-Man story. A lot of fun scenes, and no, Nicolas Cage doesn't get restrained in this show. Nick Cage gets to go all out. There are some scenes where he gets to move like a spider in a very weird and strange way. He put on certain personas when interacting with some people, just to, you know, to get to something or to get to learn some sort of type of information. He does all different types of crazy little stuff in his own Nicolas Cagey little way. Janet finds out his secret identity. It's hilarious.
Busy, Janet. Can't you see that the spider's busy?
Wait, let God it's done. Loving one who lives work.
I'm your spider, be my spider, to be real.
Scenes are very fun and creative. Look at them. It is so cool to see, especially with Cage's charisma and him doing the typical Spider-Man quippiness. And probably my favorite fight scene in the entire show is when he has a bar fight. So the fact that this is not the first live-action Spider-Man TV show. Man, this is crazy. There he is. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. Whoa. Ah. Yeah. Still a Spider-Man story. Doesn't have the conventional, normal Spider-Man-iness, but it still has that person. He's still a person that tries to get by in life, but he can't because he has some responsibilities to live up to. And he feels sad, sick, tired of the trauma and all those things that happened in his past.
He's a guy like anyone else. You ever think about that? You ever wonder what his problems were? He's swinging around burning buildings, saving people. Do you ever think he feels the heat? Or gets sad? Or tired? Or lonely?
There's even a major plot point about the antidote where they can cure some of the villains, and Ben considers taking the antidote and taking away his power so he can be a normal person.
Spider-Man, I never asked for these powers. I never knew it meant a bashed up hand, hard 9 p.m. curfew, no job, and friends that think I'm scum. It's all just a twisted fate. Bad luck, a random bud bite. Easiest decision I've ever made.
Points where he loses it and lashes out like ordinary Spider-Man would do. And his loved ones are there to support him and let him know you can't give up being the Spider. New York still needs the Spider. People are out there waiting for the Spider to come save them.
Take the antidote after having done nothing, or if you take it after you've helped cure Lonnie and Flint. You see, those men are soldiers, just like you. Men who are suffering, just like you. But unlike you, those men are gonna die. So what makes you deserve this antidote any more than they do?
And Cage is like, man, I don't know. I don't know if I should do this. I can't do it. I'm tired of being the Spider. I just want to be Ben Reilly, man. I can't do this no more. I want to move out of New York. I want to have a happy life with Cat. But then they remind him, no, you know the line. You know the line. You already know it. Save New York. He also have this fun little sequence of him at first trying to live a normal life as a normal person. But then he gets pulled back into being the Spider. You get to see a lot of fun visuals here. You get to see a weird freak.
Hey, Riley. Thought you could get rid of me?
Freaky man Spider! He also reminds me in the comic when Noir Parker got bit by the spider and then he had a dream that a big spider deity came to see him. Reminded that the Vulture ate Uncle Ben, and we didn't get that here. For some reason, I wish we could have got that. Maybe I'm a sicko, I don't know. Starting to figure out who he is. But he tries to avert it with Jamor Morris's hilarious impression of Nicolas Cage. And you have a final battle between him, Electro, and Sandman. And I miss live-action Spidey projects with his mask torn up. I miss that. I have one special request. Please do it. Please do it! Do it! Do it!
This is going to be some payback. You're going down. You're not stinging me anymore.
Spider-Noir is a very, very fun show. If you love Nicolas Cage, you will enjoy this. If you love Spider-Man, you will enjoy this. It is an Ed version for the normal Spidey story, but that's where it shines. Characters are fun. And it also has a pretty good story that stands on its own, but it's also, underneath all that, it still has what we love about Spider-Man. A man trying to struggle with his morality and his responsibilities, but through it all, he still remembers what he has to do, and those wise words, so he can be New York's hero. And it also kind of reminds us that, of course, we've seen multiples upon multiples of Spider-Man shows, but it reminds us that a live-action Spider-Man show could have worked as well. CW Spider-Man would have went crazy, dude. Go watch it. 9 donuts. Amazing. I'm caging it. I'm caging it. I'm caging it. Oh, I'm caging it. I'm caging it. You know, for season 2, I would like to see him fight more Nazis and stuff. That would be cool. And also, Doc Ock, who looks like this in the Noir universe. And wouldn't it be funny if, like, was Doc Ock in season 2? Then they did like a superior Spider-Man thing, and then Cage would have to act like Travolta, acting like Cage. You know, like that would be. That would you know, because it would be like MJ might be in season 2 as well. Or, of course, Norman Osborn, the Goblin. Be there too. So, Sony, you could have been doing some. In my universe, you know, Spider-Man isn't typically running through my universe. That's just Spider-Man. That's a Spider-Man is just like that in our universe. That's Spider-Man. I'm sorry. You know, Tobey Maguire was Spider-Noir, and Garfield was Spider-Noir. You know, like it's just normal. That's just how it is in our universe. We get noir versions of every superhero. I'm sorry. Like we even got Blank Man Noir. We got like all types of noirs, dude. The Turtles get their own noir, dude. Crazy. In my universe, also, obviously, with the internet being a thing, it's not really the 30s in our universe, though. That is one thing. I mean, like, we just look like that. I mean, because obviously, you know. Well, if you guys don't like, comment, not a rude comment. Subscribe and stay loyal to the channel. You wouldn't like what I have to do to you. Now, where's my best friend covers balls and glitter?